if you have been losing money to the forex market, this is probably your financial breakthrough, because I'll be showing you a 1 hour strategy on how to trade fair value gap that have the ability to give you 70% winning rate. That means when you have up to 10 trades, you're more likely to win 7 trades. And this is actually very simple. Everyone can do this. So what you want to do is go straight to 1 hour time frame. Right here on my chart is a XAUUSD, that's gold chart. And what I want to be doing is I want to be marking out fair value gaps, right? Just like this right here. You can see within this candle, and this candle, we have an imbalance. So what we want to do is you go directly and spot out the imbalance we have right on that place, which is from this level straight out to this level, right? Yeah, that's how we got it, right? You can see we have an imbalance on this market right here. So what you want to do is you want to stretch this imbalance as long as you can, right? So when markets retrace back to that level, when it reaches at least 50% of that level, which is going to be about this spot right here, we're going to be about this spot right here. When market reaches that level back, you want to go for a retracement back to the upside, which is more like a long, right? So you want to go for a long from this spot, and then now what's going to be your stop loss and take profit, right? That's the very big question everyone would ask. Now your stop loss is going to be a little bit below the middle candle that you got a fair value gap, which is this spot right here, right? So you want to target 1 to 2 risks to reward, and then this is 1 to 2 risks to reward. Now you can see this is where gold closed in the very last week. So when gold opens, we are hoping that gold is going to come back to this level. Now, so we can go back and back test more of this strategy so that we can have a clearer view of how the strategy actually works. Now, right here is a fair value gap, as you can see at this spot from here to this level right here. So we're going to come right here and spot out the fair value gap we have right there. And then remember, we're going to be stretching this fair value gap as long as we can, right? So what you want to be doing is put your eyes very close. You can see it has a momentum to the upside. Then we start to have a retracement back to the downside. Now you want to target 50% of this rectangle we just drew right here. So when you target the 50% of that rectangle, when market comes to that level, which is this right here, so you want to go for a long. So let's go for a long and see from this level, you go for a long. Your target, your stop loss is going to be a little bit below the middle candle, and then you want to target 1 to 2 risks to reward ratio, right? Which is about this spot right here, which is about 1 to 2 risks to reward. Yeah, this is about 1 to 2 risks to reward ratio, but unfortunately we actually do not get it up to that 1 to 2 risks to reward ratio before we got it on the stop loss. But I think anyone who's going to trade will have will have the first take profit and the second take profit. So basically what I do to get myself sustainable from this kind of errors is I have up to 2 take profit. So I have first take profit to be 50% of the win ratio, right? So whenever I'm trading, I'm having 50% of my ratio to be my first take profit, and then I'm having the second one to be my second take profit, which if I actually choose to have my first one as my take profit, I'm going to have my first take profit here, and that's going to minimize my risks of my chances of having a bad trade, right? So let's go back and see more of this fair value gap and see the power of fair value gap and what fair value gap can actually offer you. So right here we have a fair value gap. So remember, we want to be spotting out the fair value gap, right? So right here we have the fair value gap spot out. So immediately when market reaches 50% of the rectangle we drew, which is this spot right here, we're going for a long, right? So let's go for a long from this spot. Now targeting the week of the middle candle to be our stop loss, and we have in 1 to 2 risks to reward ratio, and as you can see we got that, right? So when you keep going and keep testing the strategy, you might actually probably lose just one, and you're gonna have maybe up to 9 wins, or you might probably lose up to 3 and have up to 7 wins. Now look at this fair value gap right here. So we want to bring out this fair value gap up to this level, and then let's see how long we can draw this fair value gap. Okay, we are waiting for market to reach that level, but yet we actually did not get it. Just have it at the back of your mind that if you spot out the fair value gap, market is definitely going to come back to at least 50% of that rectangle you just drew. So we want to spot this out up to this level, and then what you want to do right here is you want to spot out 50% of that level, right, which is this. Now look at what happened from the 50% of that level. We have a huge downtrend, so you want to go for a short from that level. So I'll just go for a short from this level. All right, and my stop loss is going to be a little bit above this middle candle, and I'm targeting 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio, right? So this is 1 to 2 risk to reward ratio. Now as you can see, we hit our target. So this fair value gap strategy can actually be your biggest financial breakthrough. But let me tell you the fact, if you are new to forex trading, if you're a beginner and you're trying to use any strategy you learn on the internet, you probably might still lose your money because you do not have all the basic knowledge. So I'm offering a mentorship course for just $50 for beginners. So you can go directly and send me a DM or use the comment section to ask me a question about my mentorship program, and I'll send you a link and how to get started. Yeah.